Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the next episode of Create, Cast, and Catch. We're going to be going over a sexy shad pattern this time. We're going to be doing it on my jointed wake bait and my brand new poppers. Stay tuned because there's a special catch at the end. Hope you enjoy.
Start with white base coat. As you see, got new poppers in, so we're going to test those out, and I'm going to be doing one of my jointed wake baits. So we're going to start with a white base coat, and then we're going to add some pearl onto it, give it that nice shine in the sunlight. It's kind of thinned out already. Now you won't be able to see this at all. I want to go to the big guy. Alright, next color is a yellow. You're going to get your side stripes on this. I'm using a sunrise yellow. A little bit different than your normal bright yellow or something. This is a transparent, so the pearl underneath shows through. This one I'm just going to follow the lateral line. I'm going to make this band a little bit thicker on this one, so the bait's bigger. Looks good to me. Okay, so the next thing is the top, which is like a blue, but it's a weird blue. It's like a metallic grayish blue, so that's what I do. I use Pearl Silver by Createx. You can mix this in your cup, or I use a little dish on the side. Make sure that you get enough in there so you don't have to keep doing this. So I add the silver, and then I just add drops of blue as I see fit. Mix it up. Back down to 20. Oh yeah. Spray the top. Now this is super thin because of the Comart paint I used. Thinned it out pretty well, so a few light coats. Good job. up, Steve. How she turned out. There you have her. I'm gonna go across the back here. Get this nose a little bit. Okay. Alright, next color is black. I use a transparent black by Comart. What you're doing here is the shad dots. I also have a piece of plastic. And I just simply took a hole punch and punched holes in it. So I get a perfect circle every time. Some people don't like perfect circles, so you can just freehand it. I do both, so we'll see. Now, the proper spot for a shad dot. Everybody just randomly puts them everywhere. A proper spot should be up towards the top and just past the gill plate. Not down in the middle, not towards the tail, not down on the belly. It should be up in this area somewheres. Okay? Probably help if I tip my camera down a little bit so you can see. Should be up in this area somewheres here. Okay? Shouldn't be back here, shouldn't be down here, shouldn't be on the tail. Should be around this area somewheres. I'm just going to kind of pressure is going down to 10. It's a Comart color, so it's like water thin. Just on the other side. We're going to let everything go on the other side. Maybe the eye. Just right there. Another. The reason I'm using plastic sizzle. You can line there. There's actually coming out. Which is pretty close. Alright, last but not least, I like to put a dab of bright orange on the belly by the hook hanger. Just a little bit. It's right over that whole hook hanger. That's it. Just a little something extra. Alright, just gonna sign this, so I sign all my baits, unless I forget. SCBs and baits. Some eyes. Color of eyes is up to you, of course. I'm going to use a yellowish gold just because I feel it flows good with this color, with these colors. Now, I'm going to show you guys something new that I haven't done in the last videos, the last cast and create videos, and that's clear coating. I have a new clear coat that I use, and I want to share it with you. This is Aluma UV. It's a UV cured clear coat. It's supposed to be super way more durable than your 2 parts epoxies and everything else that it's out on the market. I'm still in the trial test of it all, so, but it's really nice because I can clear coat this in a minute, put it in my dryers, and literally go out and fish it. It also takes about 5 minutes to dry inside the dryers. I usually just put it in there while I'm still working. I'll start painting the next bait. Then, you know, whatever, 10 minutes later or something, I'll just take it out. I've never really timed it just because I don't really need to. If you understand what I'm saying. I just do a bait, and while I'm working on the next one, I let it dry in the dryer. I'm gonna add some glitter. I'll show you how to add glitter to this stuff. Just grab a little, whatever color you're gonna use. Let's do this color. Take some of your clear coat, put it down, put some glitter in it, and go around the sides, and then just mix it in as you feel fit. Instead of trying to dump the glitter on the bait and getting a whole bunch on there or something, just a easier way to do it. I've saw some people on the fishing pages say just dump it on your bait. Don't do that, because if you dump too much on there, you're going to be sitting there scraping it to get it all off. Another thing you don't want to do is you don't want to take this brush now and stick it back in there. So if you need to go back in there, you just get a new brush, like I am now, and continue on. Alright, so once you get it all clear coated like I do, now I'm just going over it. Stuff's really user friendly, very simple. You can either dip it or brush it on like I do. If you're brushing it on like I do, then I just let it hang. Okay, so over here, these pink things, those are UV lights. I have a little hanger right there that I just hang it. I just throw these over the top kind of to keep the UV rays in there. Now, before I turn on the lights and start the drying process, I let it hang there for a second to get the brush strokes out, because the first couple baits I did, you know, I'm using kind of a hard bristle brush there, so if you clear coat it real fast and throw it in there and turn it on, you can get those line streaks from the bristles still in your clear coat. So I let it sit there for a second and like kind of level itself out and work those lines out for a minute. Okay, so this is actually two lights, two sets of lights that I bought to make a U shape, so you get UV on all sides of the bait. So these have either a 2-minute timer, or you can just turn them on for however long. So you just flip the switches. Sorry. And the UV rays are on, and I just kind of put these over to kind of have it reflecting, because this has a reflective side. So I just leave that in there for a few minutes, and it'll be good to go. Alright, it's literally been 6, 7, 8, 9, 11 minutes. You didn't have to keep it in that long. So let's turn these lights off. Pull her out. She's completely tack-free. Good to go. So now you can actually take this out and go fishing right now. Like, I can walk out my door and go fishing with that. But it will harden and cure more over the next 24 hours. It's kind of like the hardened stage of it. But it's ready to go now, so that's it. So I'll see you out on the water.
Alright guys, here we are, just showing you the popper, the one we just painted. And here we go. So actually, I'm going to stop this video right here for a second. And if you notice, this water is just boiling. At first I thought it was stripers, because I do have stripers in this river. But as I observed a little bit more, a few seconds, I noticed that they were the bronze backs just coming out of them. So I cast at them. And these are all smaller guys, but you know, still fishing. So anyway, this footage that you're watching right now is actually all raw footage. I did not cut and edit it, any of it. This is just back-to-back cast. So within like 3 minutes, catch a fish. I think like 4 fish or something, just back-to-back, basically. What's going on here is these smallmouth are grouping up and they're hunting together, so they have better chances of catching all those minnows. So I just happened to, I was bending down and I was putting on my camera and I look up and the water's just boiling. I was like, awesome. Just at the right spot at the right time. You can see I cast a couple times and I didn't get one. Right there, there was no luck on that cast. There's one. Jumper at that too. Now, like I said before, these are all smaller guys. I'd say probably 10 inches. Not keepers by any means, but they're still fun to catch, especially on top water. So these new poppers that I got, I've had trouble with a bunch of poppers I've ordered from different suppliers, and they just don't pop right, or they sit too far down in the water. But these ones, it's working pretty great. I like the way it sits in the water. I like the noise that it makes when it pops. Hey, there's another one back-to-back cast. Anyway, so these poppers they're pretty good. I'm enjoying them. All right, let's go on to here. I switched over to my Wakebait, thrown against the shoreline, and just comes up and smashes it. Not a bad fish by any means. I'd probably say 14-ish, 14 inches or so. Unhook them, throw them back. Always catch and release for me. So in the next video clip, I'm actually I'm back on the shoreline here. Now there wasn't really a blow up on that. He kind of just came up and sucked it in. Didn't really come out of the water at all. It's definitely a little fighter.
It's a nice fish.
It's another decent fish, as I just said.
Strong little bugger. Okay.
Now, it looks like he's fouled hook, but he's not. What had happened was the front hooks came out of his mouth, and only the back hooks were still in him. Happens all the time.
Nice fish though, buddy.
He's a nice guy right there. So in this video clip, I'm actually instructing how to use this bait. And it was pretty funny because it actually worked as I was explaining it.
Stop and twitch it for a second. Get that bass enticed. And there he is. Acrobats. I'm pretty sure stopping and twitching it like that just set him off. Came up and smashed it. It's a nice fish. Thanks, buddy. I needed you.
This next clip, same spot, different day actually though. I'm wearing a different shirt, so I cast it out towards that island that you see right there, the tip of that. I do the little twitching, didn't get anything, so start slow rolling it. Try to twitch again, nothing. Slow roll it, and then comes up and smashes it not that far away, right there.
There's one.
Say about 10 feet out in front of me. Another decent fish.
Nice guy. Nice topwater, baby. Nice topwater fish. Not bad, probably 14, 15 inches.
Alright, here is, I'm fishing in a tournament right now. And using the wake bait, casting towards shoreline.
Oh, yes.
As soon as he hit and he jumped the first time, I saw how big he was and I felt his weight. I was like, oh, this is definitely a good fish. He rushed my boat, grabbed the net, almost lost him, got him in there. And the hook's out of him right now.
That's a big fish. That is a big fish.
I get him up, I measure him and get my camera ready because I'm in a tournament, so got to take a picture on my measuring board. Put him on the measuring board, and tail goes over the 20 mark, and that's my new PB. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. There'll be another one coming out. I'm enjoying this series, so we'll keep it coming.